All right, so don't touch me.
Swatting at me and all that.
Stop pointing at me. Let me point last. You pointed first.
Well, I'll point last. You've been pointing since we got out here.
No, I did.
Don't touch me. I'm not touching you.
Hey, my hand is this close. My hand is this close.
Ask your question, man.
On the count of three, put the hands down. On the count of three, put our hands down.
Don't touch me. I'm not touching you.
On the count of three, put our hands down. 1, 2, 3, like men. Look. All right. Yeah. Let me put this down, man. Oh, hold on, cause he gonna try to take it.
Down?
Yeah. Let me put that down.
What down?
My ring.
Yeah, that's right.
I would never. Isn't that the utmost disrespect if I say that, nigga? That's flash dancing, nigga.
Yeah, I would have dropped your ass right here in the flash and danced away.
Let me tell you something. Last time a nigga tried to drop me was we was playing.
It wasn't me.
Hold on. We was playing tag. I was like 8 years old, and I tried to chase him, and he put his foot out, and I got tripped. That's the last time I fell from a nigga.
You fell for a nigga?
Fell from a nigga.
You gotta edit that.
I'm not editing that. I said fell from a nigga. You stink, nigga. You stink. He stink.
The camera don't lie. We heard what you said.
Hey, yo.
I knew there was something funny about
it.
Hey,
yo, you called me.
The ankles told me it all.
Hey, yo, cause I need you.
Watch here, yo, son, your ankles is crazy right now. I can see the impression.
Your boots is look at his boots.
Son.
He got calves on his feet.
I got on fucking butters, my nigga.
He got the yellow calves on his feet.
Ankles, my nigga.
My ankles not nothing. No, look at my ankles.
He got on ninja pants. Fuck is he doing? For you, your hat look like an oven mitt. I'm not even looking at you from this angle though. This shit look like you got a motherfucker.
My nigga, you look like 6 reptiles, nigga. You ugly, my nigga.
This nigga baked the cake and just threw it. You know what I mean? Like just came outside. Yo, Betty Crocker hat having ass nigga. Fuck out of here, son.
My nigga, why your polo shirt off colors, nigga? It's just Olo, nigga.
Nigga said Olo.
I feel like you look like the saber-toothed lion from Ice Age. That's what I feel
you like a mammoth.
That's what I feel right now.
You like a mammoth. Wash your do-rag, my nigga. Wash your do-rag. Your do-rag stick. And you have yo, my nigga.
Yo, you the only nigga I know that when you wear clothes, the logo stink. His logo stink, my nigga.
My nigga, my logo stink?
That shit
my logo stink?
Go ahead, man. What's your next question?
Hey, my nigga, where's the man on your polo?
Right
it's just the horse, my nigga. Your shit ran away because your arms stink, nigga. You stink. Your shit baggy and discolored, my nigga.
My nigga. Ask your next question, B.
You some ugly nigga, son. You ever had sex in your life?
You look like blue cotton candy right now, man. Pause.
That's
so
what
you
my
shirt. Like blue cotton
come on,
candy.
man.
Look at your shirt, though, buddy. What the fuck have you got on right now?
You got brands on your feet, my nigga. You got Italian. Look, come on, Sway, man.
Your hat look like denim camouflage. Yo, what you got?
Yo,
what does that stand for?
Nigga, DSG, nigga, Danny Garcia, nigga. Danny Swift Garcia, nigga, salute to my man.
You look like a nigga stole Dolce & Gabbana emblem and all that. Like,
Swave Seven's the only nigga I know with baggy boots.
This nigga
got the danger zone specials on it.
Yeah, his shit is fucked up. Look. He be like he doing the Macarena and them shit.
I got another pair of the crib that's crispy though.
Look at your jeans, my nigga.
My nigga, look at yours.
Look, these are not jeans, the sweats, nigga. You know I stay fleet.
My nigga, why are your sweats so tight at the kneecap, my nigga?
You said the ankles, that's at the knees?
It's moving up. I'm fucking wrong with them shit.
Ugly, my
nigga. He got nigga got the motherfucking Reebok pump sweats. Nigga press that shit get tighter.
Hey, watch him out, my nigga. You got an off green hoodie with a dark blue. That's whack. I'm just.
Yeah, I know. Keep trying.
Your hoodie's supposed to be the same color as that cup. Stop wearing these shit. I told you that, man. You got a cat here on your shit. You got a cat? You got a cat?
Yo, my nigga, do me a favor. Roll down your arm all the way, because I don't really think that shit fit, my nigga.
I don't think
it should go all the way to the wrist. Oh, all right. Oh, why you rolled up so fast? Time to resonate, my nigga. Why you roll it up?
Chill. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
Why you roll it up so fast? Giving people a chance to see what I'm talking about.
Yo, his boots has got the song. They call me Kumati. I'm knocking under the Mati. Chicky boom. This nigga's boots is stink. You got stink boots. Your boots stink.
Zoom in on his sneakers.
Don't zoom on. Don't zoom on my sneakers. My
nah, but we can't zoom. Oh, yeah, you go. You
buy his game, nigga.
Oh, yeah, niggas. Cool, B. Right on fucking time.
What that mean?
Right on fucking.
What does that mean, though?
You already homie over everything.
That's what
I'm
it
from
means.
Queens, nigga.
Oh, that shit don't mean nothing. Homie over everything.
And Queens means a lot, nigga.
What, homie?
My name is Queens Flip. I'm from Queens.
What's up?
Salute.
Homie over everything.
Salute the homie. I'm like, yeah, but I fuck with the general homie, nigga. But I'm still from Queens, though.
Bro,
I'm just a red Sound Ranger. You talking to black, you talking to black, I'm just a red.
this nigga, I know, bro. He might.
My man ready to
Oh my
battle.
goodness. No, can't talk right now. Please don't make me
Let me
start
ask you a question.
what you call
Oh,
it.
you got a boss. I'm
Come
the
back.
boss killer. Mr. Jack Napier, the boss
my
killer. No,
God.
I will not. I know y'all need that. They mad about the Piffin.
This
You
nigga,
need to be. You need to be.
I fuck with your Ike, bro. You my nigga, though. You my nigga, bro. You just made me have to start this shit over again.
What you got? We got a lot. Like what you want to put on it?
What you want to put up right now?
You tell me niggas is nobody. You talking to a whole team, homie, and you talking to us like we nobody. Your whole league could be a dub. Your whole league could be a dub. Fuck what you talking about, nigga? Homie over everything. Fuck what you talking about, nigga? You talking to bosses, nigga? Money bags, comrades, nigga. I never heard of you, nigga. Streetwise, rap-wise, who are you? Call a nigga that started that dick. Yo, can you call City right now? This nigga talking crazy, nigga. He about to start a war, nigga. You about to put your whole line on the your whole line on the ball, nigga. Fuck what you talking about? Hey, yo, City, are you comfortable in the city, nigga? And we got money, nigga. All y'all niggas talking crazy. Everybody.
Hey, yo, chill. Hey, yo, I'm calling City, man.
Call it city. Call city.
Everybody. Yo, this rap shit got y'all fucked up, nigga. You looking mad weird talking to boss. You gotta go talk to your boss. She don't talk to us. What you doing? You out of pocket, nigga. You don't know protocol? You know protocol? When you talking to a big homie, you know protocol? Alright, then you out of pocket, nigga. So when you talking to a big homie, you gotta call your big homie to talk to niggas. That's a fact. That's a fact, nigga. I got protocol. You gotta make a call. No, you gotta. Which one, nigga? Which one, nigga? I'm valid. Which one?
I know all of Billy. I know all of Billy. One big guy in Boston Road.
Where he bang? Where is he at in that chapter? What he doing? Where is he? Like, what's his position? What they stained him with?
He's the third starter, bro.
He's not even big enough for me to even talk to him. I'm just talking about this rap shit. We going back to this rap shit. That's the sensei right there. Your man need to highlight him. You can't even talk for your man. That's a fact. That's a fact, nigga. But in that blood shit, and that blood shit makes it fall, and I'm valid in that. Valid. You was doing a little bit too much talk. You really talking a little bit too much. You gotta email your boys. You gotta email your boys, man. You should email them, call them, tell them you go hard, and you in there.
Yo, look at his drawers.
City, bring him in a pair of jeans.
Drawers, man. Yo, man, get this nigga something, man. Fuck this nigga doing, man. Come on, man. Fucking buy something, man. What you doing, man? Come on, man.
I gave y'all. You didn't get nothing. You gave niggas alternative. You don't give bosses alternative. You act like you was mean. You was somebody mainstream. Who are you? Never heard you. I smoke sour. I smoke sour. Never heard of you.
Hold on, chill. On one end, that he helped like bars.
20 to 1, yeah, take K.
But he was trying to go at
I
style.
respect it. I
I respected that. All right, chill.
But
Hold
you
on.
was trying to bite that grown-ass dog. You a puppy, my nigga. You biting that grown-ass dog.
Come on,
You need to be, don't do that. I do this. Like, this is something I do.
Let me ask you a question.
What's up, good brother?
You was one of the niggas, are you aware who I am?
Actually, I'm not. You know who I am?
No, I don't.
Alright, that's what I'm saying.
Hold on. I saw
Hey,
you.
son, hold on. Stop pressing them like
No,
that.
not pressing who? He not pressing me. We're not even gonna play that.
No, I'm not pressing you.
Because you see the...
Hold on. Nobody pressing you.
Oh, all right,
I'm asking you a
facts.
question. Are you pressing me?
Who? You feel that way?
No, I don't feel that way.
All right, copy, cool. No, he was talking to you. He's saying the way you talking to me. Like, not for nothing. We know who each other is now. Queens Flip, Jack Napier. What's rocking?
What's up,
brother?
Jack Napier?
What's up? You good?
How you doing?
Queens. All right. Queens. Nigga, boss. What's up, pimp?
Why you did it?
All right, this guy. I'm gonna tell you. Oh, yeah.
live right now, boy. I'm on YouTube, watching YouTube. Man. Can't play no music. We on. Let me see what Keefy talking about.
Exceptionally proud to be a University of Maryland Global Campus alumnus because it's a challenge I didn't think I could do.
The teachers, they hold you accountable.
UMGC's career services are top-notch to find a job.
No other university can compete with them when it comes to the online learning experience.
Okay, so y'all get back to LA. Show me how that first day was like. Y'all coming back from LA after the incident that happened in Vegas.
Okay, we went on our to our spot in Southside, and we there, and Big Reggie, he was the captain of the Compton Police. He ran the 4 o'clock shift. I guess he didn't even get to do his fucking roll call good. That motherfucker, he was on my street about 4:10 that day. He ran the stop sign. We got a street, and they got a stop sign. This motherfucker ran the stop sign. Talk about Reggie Wright, Sr., captain of the Compton Police. Pull up on the wrong side of the street, jump out. But when we seen him coming up the street, they had just started that the key remote entry. First, you said you know what I'm saying? But they had just started that shit. I think they started that in '96, and I had a Z71 truck. We threw all the guns in there before he got there. And I just locked the door and shit. I had the windows tinted. He pulled up on the wrong side of the street, jump out the car. Hey, let me tell you something, motherfucker. I'm like, what? He like, tell you something, motherfucker. You killed my son? Bell's coming off. I'm coming to get your motherfucking ass. I'm like, nigga, fuck you. He like, I'm just telling you, motherfucker. Like, damn, he came to threaten my life. Like, nigga, I'm gonna kill you, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that let me know that they told the first night. Suge Knight them told the first night. Because it was the LA Times article. It said Keefy D nephew. So my Colombian connection, after Reggie did that shit to me, my connection called me and told me Minimo Sepulveda and El Segundo. It was Sepulveda in Rosecrans. There's a Chevron gas station right there. And so I jump in the truck with him and shit. He unfolded the newspaper. Like, man, y'all did that shit? Like, no, dog. He like, man. And he like, man, y'all going to jail. You know what I'm saying? Because the article, he pulled out the LA Times. Give me D nephew. You Tupac. Yeah. I'm like, oh, fuck. I hadn't seen the Colombian after then. So I really lost my plug and everything. I was getting like 300-400 kilos from this dude. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see him after that, but he left me with his workers. It's a different from being with the boss because the prices changed. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I really kind of got it fucked on that whole situation. Yeah, that's what I had a bad day. It was a bad day that day. Sure. Had the fucking captain. That's the second man in charge of the police force. Then while I was out there meeting him, he had this little gang task force come raid our house, take all our guns and shit. It was just a bunch of dirty shit going on, dude. You know what I'm saying? Should hire the police to do his hit. Why don't our gang get it up instead of hiring the police? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, you wrong, man. That ain't no gangster shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But the police, as I knew from Compton Police, one of our homies got killed that one day, maybe about 2 or 3 days later from that incident. And so that morning I came to the neighborhood. Me and my homies was in the car, And the dudes I played football with at Compton High. Compton High is a Crip school. They like, it was, his name was Robert Williams, named Blue. And the other one was the mayor of Compton, his name was Eric Perridan. They pulled us over. I'm like, man, best thing for y'all to do is stay the fuck out of Compton, dude, because we ain't with that bullshit that's going on down there. So they kept us safe, really. You know what I'm saying? Stay y'all ass out of Compton. They pulled us over and we had guns and everything. They didn't even take us to jail or nothing. Yeah, that was a trip, you know what I'm saying? I guess they felt we needed them. Because there's a bunch of that crooked shit going on at the Compton police station. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Just take me through that week where y'all in LA and Tupac is in the hospital. Everything is on the news.
Yeah,
what was your mindset?
That MTV man, he made me fucking sick. What's his name? Mike Lipton?
Yeah.
Yeah, that mother, that Moon Man. Oh, I hated that. You know?
But how was you feeling, man? Like Tupac being in there for a whole week, you know, people saying he gonna survive, you know.
How was I feeling?
Yeah, like, how was you feeling? Like, because everything is on the news. It's rumors going around that y'all did it. Tupac is in the hospital fighting for his life. Just take me through that entire week where, you know, all this is going on.
I'm a Crip from the streets, bro.
But this is a high-file situation, yo. Like, everything is on the news, MTV.
Man, I lost my mom at 15.
Right.
Been to the pen at 19. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it ain't nothing I really, you know, I didn't feel nothing. Shit. Just another day I had to keep it moving. Plus, I'm responsible for 300-400 kilos. Shit, that's part of the business.
So what was your reaction when it was announced that Tupac passed away?
Was my reaction?
Yeah.
Shit, they did a raid the next day. Couldn't do nothing but react, you know what I'm saying? They did a raid on Southside and in the Mall Fire Room.
Tell me about that.
Oh, my homeboy, he do grease traps called crown greasing.
Mm-hmm.
That night, he was out there getting his grease. They make gasoline off the used grease now.
Right.
Yeah, he run a grease company. So he happened to be coming in the neighborhood about 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, and he came knocked on my door. Like, man, there's a sheriff bus up there, gang of LPI, Compton police, and sheriffs up at the donut shop. They finna tear some shit up. I didn't even drive my car. You know what I'm saying? I told him, hold on. I jumped in the grease truck with him and take me to the Metro Rail. By the time I got to Watts, seeing all that shit on the news, like, damn, I got away. Yeah, but they had raided my house and my sister's house, Lane house. They raided a whole lot of people's house, matter of fact.
But the moment it was announced that Tupac passed away, what was your reaction and what was Orlando's reaction?
And we don't let them see us sweat, you know what I'm saying? Let's get on the way to the city. You know
I guess I gotta get part two with your face at.
A war broke out in Compton, right? After the Tupac murder?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
We lost this dude. He was a Compton, he was Compton school police. They thought it was a dude named Corey Owens. He came out, the red car pulled up, they shot him like 30-some times. That's the day that the police had we pulled up maybe about 30 minutes after that, and the police pulled us over and told us, stay y'all ass out of Compton. We ain't down with that bullshit what Reggie and them got going on. I'm like, okay. This is the Crip police that I went to school with. You know what I'm saying? That I knew. They came and told us. But then another one of my homies got shot at a store. So then Southside went on an attack. We only lost one person. They lost about, they lost about 9 dudes, dude. We wore them out. They wasn't no competition, really, you know. doing no competition.
Right.
So he really he had the police doing his shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that ain't gangster, you know what I'm saying? And once they figured out they couldn't get me, they sick the people from downtown on me. You know what I'm saying? The big boys. And that's wrong, man. Chill should have just kept this shit straight. You know what I'm saying? He should have kept this shit straight. I really didn't like that. He told the first night. Nobody give me no grief or nothing. You know what I'm saying? They told the first night, man. Keep it eating, nephew. Fuck you said my fucking name for it. Trying to kill off the head of the snake, dude. Then they pulled over the 60 keys, you know what I'm saying? His boy Reynolds, that worked for Suge. He's on that right way thing. He pulled over my 60 keys. Trying to, you know what I'm saying? They trying to do anything to get me, you know? But I was sharp, or my knife was sharp, or, you know?
After the Vegas incident, right? You met up with Von Zup in L.A., right?
Yeah, Hot Wings, L.A. Hot Wings. Was that a Los Angeles in third? Or was that Melrose? Right around the corner from Pink's. I think it's Melrose.
Oh, I'm from Houston. So
yeah. Melrose and the bread right there at the L.A. Hot Wings.
So tell me about that. How that came about and what was said. Because Puffy called too, right?
Yeah, him and Biggie's wife. What's her name?
Faith Evans?
Yeah.
So tell me about that. Them two calls and everything.
They just asked, was that us?
Who said that?
Puff did. Like, yeah. Yeah, Zip told him did.
What about Faith? What did she say when she called?
That's who they mostly communicating with. That's who Vaughn was, Zip was communicating with. Okay. Faith, yeah. I'm gonna tell you what happened, dude. I told Zip, after Reggie and them raided our houses, Big Reggie and them raided our houses, took our guns and shit. I told what's her name, Zip, that we needed some fucking guns. Get us like $10,000. And everybody took that shit, took it to the moon, blew that shit up, buffaloed us $1 million. You know what I'm saying? That's how that started. The dude next door neighbor that got killed, his name was Corey Oates. He was one of them dudes in the van with us. And he the one started snitching. Once they killed his fucking neighbor, he got scared and shit like that. Got to snitching like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Talking about that was the gun in the flower pot that killed Tupac. See that word? You watched that movie? You said, I'm sorry. Say with the dog with the gun in his mouth.
Right.
You didn't see that part?
Yeah, I see that part.
That's bullshit. You can't even see Compton's backyard from the street like that. That's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That shit was all fabricated like they was protecting his ass. But he did all the snitching. You know what I'm saying? Dirty motherfucker. I trusted him. He's one of my number one workers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He just turned out to be a weak motherfucker, you know? They raided his house in 2001, got a gun out of a flower pot, and he said that's the gun that killed Tupac. And Greg Caden and that task force, they deleted that shit. Then in that ensemble, they met him at the restaurant and tried to arrest him there. He was out. That was bullshit. He was already working with the feds. You know, bunch of bullshit.
Suge Knight, he tried to pay off Orlando Anderson to testify, right?
He didn't try to pay. He did pay him off.
How much?
Gave us like $60,000.
So tell me about that.
One night I was at home and nephew called my phone and said, come up to the lawyer's office with 2 guns. So I go up to Edie Fall office with the 2 guns. I get there's the Suge, Sergeant Reynolds, Little Reggie keep on saying it was him, but it wasn't him. I know you from your daddy, dude. That was your daddy. Showed up at the what's the name?
And you can't listen to everything that somebody says about somebody else and take it as gospel. And that's what a lot of people do. You take it as gospel. Now, when Tupac was shooting Juice, him and Stretch started running around with each other, because I was on the set of Juice, because I had a minuscule part in Juice. They were really, 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 really tight friends. All right, and this inmate who has spread all these lies about Stretch taking part and setting Tupac up in the quad shooting was lying. Straight up factual. He's trying to sell a book, so he's lying. So he's making up shit. And I know that before Tupac died, when Tupac started running with Suge, Tupac had certain things to say about a lot of people. He had certain things to say about Biggie. He had certain things to say about Junior Mafia. He had certain things to say about Lil C's. He had certain things to say about a lot of shit. He had certain things to say about Stretch. He had certain things to say about shit. Pretty much Nas, Jay-Z, Mobb Deep, pretty much anybody who he felt at that time he had a problem with. But there was a Tupac that generally y'all don't know because you were too young, you wasn't there. Okay? Tupac was the kind of person that if he was going to say something, he was going to say it, and then he would deal with the consequences later, whether he was right or wrong. He was just a human being. He made mistakes. You guys forget that when Tupac was shot in 1994, there was Zay, Pac, Stretch, and Nichols. Pac was not the only person that got shot. Nichols was shot too. Nichols was part of a crew called the Young Guns. The Young Guns was my homies, and I'm going to tell you how I met the Young Guns. If there was one, I actually have Young Guns tattooed to my arm right now. If there was a lame motherfucker in the Young Guns, if there was a lame person in the Young Guns, that person would have been me. I was the lamest dude out of all of them dudes because I wasn't an original Young Gun. They were already together as a crew. Drug-dealing young motherfuckers from Queens, New York. I'm not talking about the Young Guns from Mount Vernon. That's a different crew. That was up there where Heavy and them was. I'm talking about the Young Guns from Springfield, Hollis, Jamaica, that area, north side of Queens. You listen to Nori shout him out. You listen to Biggie shout Stretch out. They were young, gun-busting fucking drug dealers. How I got involved with them is they decided that they wanted to rap. Stretch, his brother Madge, Kalo was the DJ, Live Squad. They decided that they wanted to rap, and they came to me. Me and my partner, Mark and Shy, had a deal with Russell Simmons, RAL Associated Labels. We had No Face Records. Y'all didn't know this shit about me. I had my own record label through No Face Records. Stretch knew that I was in that neighborhood. Madge knew that I was in that neighborhood. They knew where I lived. They knew my sister. They knew I wasn't that far away from them. So they came around to me with their demo tape. I liked it. I liked what they was talking about. I helped them with their concepts a little bit. And I took their demo tape, played it for Queen Latifah. Queen Latifah hooked me up with Monica Lynch from Tommy Boy. Tommy Boy loved it, signed them to Tommy Boy Records. At the time, Ice-T and them was doing their thing with Body Count. So when the Cop Killer shit came out and all of the shit came out about it, they got dropped from Tommy Boy because they made Tommy Boy, which is a subsidiary, look the word up, subsidiary of Warner Brothers, dropped anybody that had anything to say about shooting cops in their video. In their song Murderer, they have a scene in a long-form video, which you can find on YouTube right now, Live Squad, Heartless Murderer long-form video. Gets called Game of Survival, where they kill a cop. So they got dropped. At the same time, they were running with Tupac. If you go back and look at Tupac's first album, Strictly for My Niggas, if you look at Holla If You Hear Me, that was produced by Stretch and Madge and the Live Squad. Holla If You Hear Me was produced by them. This is how close these dudes were. This is how they ran together. This is how Pac used to be at my mom's house in Queens. This is the way Pac used to be around our way in Queens all the time. Like I said, these dudes, the Live Squad dudes, were known. They wasn't no pussy ass niggas, okay? If anybody was a lame nigga in that group, that was me. I was 10 years older than these dudes. I'm on MTV. I got my own record label. I'm not fucking shooting at niggas and doing shit like that. No, I'm not doing that shit no more. I've been out of that shit. These was not niggas that you played around with. So when Nichols got shot and nobody claimed to know what happened and nobody took... When Nichols got shot and Pac got shot, it was like one of they niggas got shot. Nichols was part of the Young Guns. Pac was part of the YGs before he got down with Suge when he got locked up. So they took this shit personally. They didn't take this like, oh man, Pac got shot. Let's chill out. We don't know what to do. They took it as, yo, niggas shot my niggas. We bodying somebody. Y'all don't seem to feel me. This is why I get so frustrated when we talk about this, is because these was not, Stretch wasn't no fuck boy. I'm telling you right now. I remember these niggas got in some beef. They shot some shit up, and they gave me the AK to hide. I kept that shit in my mom's basement for a long fucking time. My mother didn't even know it was down there, because my mother had like a utility room back there, and I stashed the AK back there. She never knew the fucking gun was in the house. Never knew that I had an AK-47 in the house. I used to stash this shit for them all the time. This is not a fuck nigga y'all talking about. This is not a nigga. This is not a pretend nigga. This is not that. Niggas in New York knew him, loved him, and respected that nigga because they knew what kind of damage he can inflict on a motherfucker by just saying a word. The Young Guns was a gang of little drug-dealing, gun-busting niggas. This is not, I'm not joking. When I ran with them, I was the lame nigga because I wasn't...
That nigga Frank, that's your fool.